hits in tune. Normally I play my guitar practice, my live stream guitar practice outdoors. That way I can smoke cigarettes and carry on like such. But like today, I mean, typically it's like there's about like 20 or 30 power tools running outside in various different locations. But today I'm just like, I just don't want to hear all this fucking noise. So today we're having a quiet riot. Be very quiet. This is a quiet riot. What's up, Dean? Today is the quiet riot. We're doing this indoors because there's about 5 power tools going all at once and a blower and a fucking... I'm just like, okay, this ain't happening, dude. I walked out there, I'm like... They must know I was about to do a live stream. They're gang stalking me with all their power tools, just doing nothing. Remember that one day I walked down there and I was like, this blower has been blowing for like 30 minutes straight. And it's just like, but it's not going around and see it blowing. I mean, I hear it, but I know but I don't hear it moving around. I'm like, what's going on? And I brought my show with me down to the neighbor's house across the street. And so I have this all documented. And it's like, we came down to the place and we're like, well, there's the blower. And it was like sitting there on the deck, just unmanned, blowing, but just at the house. And I got it on video. I'm like, look, I was right. These people are just making noise. And there was a blower going and it was just blowing and nobody was fucking holding it. Nobody was paying attention to it. I'm like, dude, this is whack. And, probably the conspiracy theorists in my chat or whatever, they were probably starting to think, maybe he's right. They really are gang stalking him and trying to prevent his message from reaching the world. But by the time I got back up to my house, I was like, oh, that's right. They were painting it earlier. They're probably just trying to speed up the drying process, which is annoying and fucking retarded. But that's probably why that was happening. I'm not so vain to think that I'm worthy of being gang stalked. They're like, we don't want to waste resources on this Dr. Bass. People already think he's crazy. No one's going to listen to him. And they're right. And it's true. Actually, I'm not crazy. It's the rest of the world that's crazy. But whatever, What the fuck ever. Crazy by whose standards, anyways. Want to hear my new song I'm working on? It's called There's a Strange... I think I'm going to call it A Sense of Urgency. But it's about the sense of urgency that I see emerging, like it's an emergency for them to be merging with machines, man and machine merging. It's like this sense of urgency, hurriedly getting towards this singularity. We got to integrate with machines and evolve into a mechanical cyborg genome. Whatever, and it's like the most stupid, diabolical fucking agenda, but it's taking place, and I have half a mind to think that all the chemtrailing going on all over the world, this is what I think. Any worldwide agenda that we see that's like something that's happening that's not, like we can tell is not really in our best interest, or the story behind it seems really fishy, I'll list 3 of them right now. The geoengineering, quote unquote, chemtrailing, stratospheric, atmospheric, and whatever they call it, but it's like, what the people who are paying attention know is that worldwide there is an operation taking place where they're spraying shit out of the back of their plane, and it's not condensation because it lingers up in the sky for hours, so that's not possible with condensation. It can't be contrails. And so because there is contrails, so that's their cover, for the story. But it's like, but it really is a worldwide phenomenon, and it's a worldwide agenda, in my opinion. They're spraying, and I think what they're doing is they're terraforming Earth for this future grid, this fucking techno grid that they're going to be like enslaving humanity with it. That's what they want to try. I don't think it's going to work. But I think ever since I've heard about smart dust, this dust that you can just fucking spray everywhere, and it's smaller than, you can fit 1 million of them on a blade of hair, grass or something. Once I heard about that, I'm like, oh, that's what they're spraying out of their planes. Now it all makes sense. So that's what I think they're doing with the spraying in the sky. I think they're spraying fucking smart dust and other stuff. I mean, they don't ever do anything for just one reason. And then there was the jabs. They were making every man, woman, and child on the planet Earth, plain Earth, everyone who's alive right now needs to get this new experimental jab that we have no long-term studies on, that the short-term studies look terrible, and for this pretend disease that we haven't proven exists, um, right away. And you need to get as many of them as we tell you. And it's like, dude, that story doesn't make sense, bro. And here's the thing: when a story doesn't make sense, it's because it's a lie. But it was worldwide. So far, we have these contrails, and then these worldwide life-saving jabs. And then then another thing that I wanted to say, which is obvious, is the 5G installation. I mean, there's 5G towers worldwide. All of a sudden, it's all boom, we got 5G everywhere. And the story behind that doesn't really add up. If you do investigating on 5G, you'll see that they actually run a shitload of juice into those towers, like fucking huge ass copper cables. You've already heard me rant about this, but my point being, that's supposed to be short range broadcasting. That's why they had to put so many of those towers in, because it doesn't cover. There's not that much coverage for one tower that you see. It's only reaching a limited, range, and so I don't know why they consider that to be better than what we had before, because I didn't have to look at fucking cell phone towers everywhere I went before, and now I do. And it's not like I can tell if it's any faster. In fact, my phone doesn't even have 5G on. That's why I purposely got that. But still, my point being that the story doesn't make sense. And it's like, if you're running that much juice, I've seen how much fucking juice they run into those towers. They have copper cables the size of my arm, and it's like a cluster of them. And that there's a ton of juice, like energy, electricity going into those towers so they can broadcast internet just, short range. Okay, that's not efficient. It's not better than, I don't know what we had before, but I didn't have to look at it before, all over the place. So I'd imagine it was probably, more efficient in insofar as you didn't need to have all these towers everywhere. And like, it was probably more long range. I don't know, whatever. The point is, we already had that service, so it doesn't really make sense that you'd want to go roll out all this hardware to have like an inferior product, in my opinion. Because, I mean, if it takes that much extra hardware to roll out and it's only short range, and then I happen to see what kind of, energy they're running into those things, it's not an efficient use of electricity. If it takes that much for it to do a short range broadcast, nah, there's something else going on. That's all I'm saying. There's something else going on. That story's bullshit. If it doesn't make sense, it's a lie. I'm just going with that motto from now on. I mean, it's one thing if maybe I don't understand it, so maybe it's not a lie, but after I've spent a considerable amount of time wrapping my mind around it, and I've investigated and asked questions, and I haven't had any satisfactory, explanations, I just kind of go with it's probably a lie. I don't even think those towers are providing our internet. I mean, they could be, but if so, it's just like whatever. It's just a cover. It's like those towers are for something else, in my opinion. So we have the sky spraying, the fucking worldwide experimental jabs, that had to go in every living person. That's what they wanted. And, worldwide. And then the sky spraying and the jabs and the 5G towers, it's just like, those are all part of the same agenda, in my opinion. And I don't know why I'm talking about that, but it's just because it's like there's this strange sense of urgency. There's a strange sense of urgency. There's a strange sense of urgency to be merging with machines. There's a strange sense of urgency that's disturbing to me. There's a strange sense of urgency to be merging with machines. It's disturbing me. Well, I don't think you heard me. It's certainly disturbing. They're merging minds with machines. Well, I don't think you heard me. I'm certainly disturbing. to be merging with machines, disturbing me. There's a strange sense of urgency emerging, and there's just this urgency merging man and machine. These two things shall not cleave. That you can't believe it's true. If you do, then you know. There's a strange sense of urgency to be merging with machines. It's disturbing to me. The furthest thing, all the way out and back again. All the way out and back again. There is no limit, there is no end. There's no looking back once you begin. This is forever. There is no end. This is forever. There is no end. There is no end. There's a strange sense of urgency that's disturbing to me. Strange sense of urgency. I'm going to be merging with machines. It's just disturbing to me. It's emerging. This urgent surge to be merging. There's an urgent surge, urgently surging to merge with machines. Disturbing to me. Well, I don't think you heard me. Absurdly disturbing, emerging my machine. I don't think you heard me. Absurdly disturbing, emerging man with machine. A strange sense of urgency to be merging with machines. They want to be like Inspector Gadget and shit. Go, go, Gadget. Helicopter hands. Go, go, Gadget long legs. Go, go, Gadget mind control. My girlfriend put it really simple. She's best at like summarizing a really complex thing in just one sentence and just summarizing it perfectly and just so well put. It's incredible. Like there's so many times I can remember we were discussing some really complex topics, and she just would say this one thing and just a sentence, and just the whole thing became summarized. I'm like, damn, you're good at that. And she was talking about, the push towards singularity, all this. We're talking about the stuff that I'm singing about just now. And she's all, the government, they want to be that voice in your head. That's what they want. That's like, I'm like, that's what they want. It's like that would be what, that's the end goal. That's exactly what they want to do. They want to be that voice in your head. They don't want you having your own thoughts or talking to God. I mean, it's like the ultimate, like, the epitome of what it's obviously what they would rather have the situation to be. It's like, they just want to be the voice in your head so they can control you, tell you what to do, and not have any of their power being, scrutinized or risked having it being lost or something. And it's not even so much about being like, I think it's just about, what is it about about? Greed? I mean, can you be that happy? Like, just, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it's about. But it's about being mad at God. They don't appreciate what God did. They'd rather that, whatever. I don't know. They just don't appreciate free will. They want to destroy it. They want to cramp it as much as possible. Whoever they are, the people in government costumes, I don't fucking know. This has been going for a while. I mean, it's like a long con. It's been going on a long fucking time. Do you know about the long con going on? That's it. There's a long con going on. There's a long con. It's a long, 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 long con. No, it's more fast. Do you know about the long con going on? There's a long con. It's a long, 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 long ongoing con that's been going on and on for far too long. They're conning you senseless. Well, they're conning you senseless. Can't you sense this? Are your senses gone? The con runs on. The con runs on lies that the liars have laid. They leave their layers and layers and layers of lies. The truth has detective layers, that's what they say. The truth has detective layers, you can feel away. The layers are the lies that the liars have laid. It's more like the layers are the lies that the liars have laid. They leave their layers and layers and layers of lies to disguise the truth. But you can't hide truth forever, and you can't hide truth from me. To test it, you will see. You can put me to the test, you will see that I'm better than the rest. Yes, that's me. That's who I hope to be. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. That's who I am. Who are you? You better step down from your throne before you're thrown down from the steps. That's what's coming next for you. Well, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. That's who I am. Who are you? Do you know if what you're doing could ruin it for the rest of us? You better step down from your throne before you're thrown down from the steps. Well, that's what's coming next for you. Well, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. That's who I am. Who are you? Do you know that what you're doing's fucking wrong? And it's a long con. It's a long con. It's been going on. Fucking long con. It's a long, 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 long ongoing con. That's been going on and on for fucking far too long. The long con going on far too long. It's a long fucking con. The long fucking con. You're like a one-eyed peg leg, one-eyed peg leg pirate with a parrot that just parrots what you say. I think you're like a one-eyed peg leg, one-eyed peg leg pirate with a parrot that just parrots what you say. What led you to believe that you could be a leader who would lead this way? A good leader don't leave you to drown at sea. A good leader don't feed you what you don't want to eat. Make you choke on something that you don't want to swallow. A leader is someone that you want to follow. What led you to believe that you could be a leader who would live this way? Well, your brain's wrecked, you're trying to cast a rain check to buy a ticket to a train wreck. You better get your brain checked. I expect more from you. You can put me through the test and you will see that I'm better than the rest. Yes, that's me. That's who I hope to be. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. That's who I am. Who are you? Do you know that what you're doing's fucking wrong? And it's the long, long, ongoing con that's been going on and on. The long, long con, the long, ongoing con that's been going on and on. Well, it's the long, ongoing con that's been going on and on. The long, long con is long, ongoing con that's been going on and on. The long, long con, long, ongoing con that's been going on and on. It's the long, long con, the long, ongoing con. It's still going on. I don't know. That song's kind of fucked up. It's hard to sing. It's just hard for me to sing, period. But that song is difficult because it's like, it's not so much of a melodic song. It's kind of like, just sort of, there's different parts. Like it's like percussive. I gotta check the time. What time is it? Still got a few minutes left to jam. Like I gotta chop that song up in different parts to where it has, each part has some, different little twists to it. I'm getting there, but it's just, like I want to do the part where it's like, the beginning is my favorite part. It's like, do you know about the long con going on? There's a long con. It's a long, 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 long on. I want it to be a conversation. So it's like, do you know about the long con going on? The other person goes, there's a long con. It's a long, long, and the person comes back. It's a long, 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 long ongoing con. Been going on and on for far too long. They're conning you senseless. Huh? They're conning you senseless. Can't you sense this? All your senses gone. The con runs on. The con runs on lies. That's the beginning of the song. The con runs on. So it's like you're asking somebody, like, can you even tell that there's a con happening? Are you even aware that there's a con? I mean, can you sense this? Did they con you senseless? Oh man, well the con just runs. The con runs on, Well, what does it run on? Well, the con runs on lies. The liars have laid. They leave their layers and layers and layers of lies. Now, Neil Armstrong made that statement about, like someone asked him, what do you hope for the youth of the future to, how do you hope to inspire the youth of the future with your achievements, work, going to the moon? And he said this, I wish I knew the exact verbiage, but he said, I hope, to inspire the youth by inspiring them to remove truth's protective layers. Those were his verbiage right there, to remove the truth's protective layers. And nobody asked him what are you fucking talking about, dude? What what do you mean by truth's protective layers? I mean, I see what you're saying there. You want the future, to be in future generations to be inspired by your achievements to seek truth, That's good. That's a good thing. But what does it have to do with you going to the moon? And what is a protective, why does the truth have protective layers? What are protective layers? What do you mean? Why does the truth need protection? Oh, well, it just has it. I don't know if it doesn't need it, but it's just the truth is protected by layers. What do you mean, man? What are the layers? Why would the truth have layers around it? What is a layer? A layer of what? Well, when things are protecting the truth, you can't see the truth because it's protected by something. It's kind of covering it. Oh, you mean like a lie? Yes, a lie. The truth has protective layers, that's what they say. The truth has protective layers you can peel away. The layers are the lies that the liars have laid. They leave their layers and layers and layers of lies to disguise the truth. but you can't hide truth forever. You can't hide truth from me. Test it, you will see. You can put, that's the chorus, you know. You put me through that test and you will see that I'm better than the rest. Yes, that's me. That's who I hope to be. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Who, that's who I am. Who are you? Do you know if what you're doing could ruin it for the rest of us? You better step down from your throne before you're thrown down from the steps. Pull the old Dr. Bass fucking reversal on you there. Step down from your throne before you're thrown down from the steps. Okay, I got time for one quick song. What is it going to be? The doctor plays for himself. Yes, I do. Anybody have any requests? Don Juan, Sucky playing. Oh, really? Mr. Carlos Casanova. Well, I guess since your name is Carlos, he must be so good. Like Carlos Santana? He goes. All right, I'll play my fastest, quickest song today so I can get it over with and get out of here. Mr. Carlos. This one goes out to Mr. Carlos. You better act fast, jackass, last chance to hammer in the breast. The type of lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, oh, acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact, yeah, once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around, cause this whole thing's gonna come down, that's right. Act fast, jackass, last chance to hammer in the breast. The type of lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, oh, acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact, yeah, once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around, cause this whole thing's gonna come down, that's right. That's just a hammer in the breast. The type of lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, oh, acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around, cause this whole thing's gonna come down, that's right. And we will see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in a free for all. Anything can happen when the shit goes down. So does the captain. We'll see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in a free for all. Anything can happen when the shit goes down. So does the captain. Wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. Yeah, when this place goes belly up, better have yourself a damn good plan when shit hits a fan. Wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. Yeah, when this place goes belly up, better have yourself a damn good plan when shit hits a fan. Now when the going gets tough, you better be clever enough. You gotta know what the fuck to do. You're gonna run amok, or let the muck run you. Last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. The time lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, or acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around, cause this whole thing's gonna come down, right? The whole thing's gonna come down, hey. The whole damn thing's gonna come down, that's right. Gonna come down, that's right. Whole damn thing's gonna come down. Whole damn thing gonna come down, that's right. See who's laughing in the place, just collapsing in a free fall. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. So tight that captain. Wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. Yeah, when this place goes belly up, better have yourself a damn good time when the shit's a fan. Wherever going to get stuff, better be clever enough, you gotta know what the fuck to do. You're gonna run amok, or let the muck run you. When you go and get stuff, you better be clever enough, you gotta know what the fuck to do. You're gonna run amok, or let the muck run you. Let's take this, let's get the hammer and the best bits. Double lagging, bagging, that's going written like a maniac. You wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug up, you're gonna be a way to turn back around, 'cause this whole thing's gonna come down. Yeah. Thanks for watching my show.